Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm Kalikaiz. Today I'm playing Ruby Storm once again. We are popping into the Pauper Challenge. This is happening on Wednesday, the 8th of July. And I am testing in the challenge with the list that I just published the sideboard guide for on patreon.com/Kalikaiz using crossover collaboration as a 3-of combined with the 6 reckless impulse effects to make the deck better versus blue. We are able to cut on a Gruul turf and cut on a red blast to fit into Weather the Storms for the red decks. And otherwise, it's pretty much the same as usual. Since the Pauper Challenge just started, if you want further details on how the deck works, check out my Patreon or check out the Discords linked below, and I will see you in the matches. This video is brought to you by Card Market, Europe's largest TCG marketplace. Unplugged Gaming in Manlius, New York is having their first ever Pauper 1K. This is a $30 entry that starts at 1 p.m. on August 15th. 70% of the entries will go straight to prizes up to a 64-player cap. Just outside of Syracuse, New York, this event is going to be sweet. Okay, match one. We're already versus a powerful Pauper gamer against who is a Pauper PFP panel or Pauper format panel member. So I think that, we had to mulligan our first hand with no lands. The second hand here is not very good, but we could probably get rid of the Seize the Storm. Generally not going to be the best card in the hand. Against tends to play blue decks. We'll lead on Sandstone Needle. Pass the turn. We're looking for green sources. If nothing happens, maybe on turn 3, I would Glimpse the Impossible. They're playing a Mountain. Clockwork Percussionist, meaning potentially Rally Red or the kind of... Okay, we found a Hickory Woodlot. That's good. That means I could potentially try to do something on turn 3. They play a Mountain, and now they have 3 damage coming in. I'll go to 16. They're leaving open a Lightning Bolt potentially. They did not play an Inventor's Axe. Another Thornscape. I'm going to play Mountain and pass the turn, see if they will tap out on their turn 3. They pay 2 mana for a Reckless Impulse, finding Galvanic Blast Epicure. They play a land. They've got the Galvanic. They choose not to play the Epicure. We find a Ren's Resolve, I'll play it. So, don't know if this is lethal yet. We find a big score. So this is 3, 4. I'll go to 9. Potentially 5. They would have 1 mana left over. So let's play this Crevice and pass the turn. They're going to hit me for 2 to 11. I'm taking a risk sending it back, but I don't know if they can kill me. If they Lightning Bolt me to 10, 4 cards in hand. Here's the Epicure. I'm at 9. Clockwork. And then Galvanic Blast is 4 damage. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is puts me to 1. Alright, let's see if we're dead. This is definitely a big risk. I'm at 1. If they have Fire Blast, I'm dead. They don't have Fire Blast. So, my option is to Desperate Ritual, big score away this land, or untap and then start doing things. I think I'm going to take the untap. We'll just make some mana. Thornscape Familiar. Play Glimpse the Impossible. We find Crossover. Alright. Well, we know what time it is. It's combo time. We're going to do the thing. Teamwork, tap the Thornscape. Seething Song, that's perfect. Reckless Impulse. We find an anarchomancer. So I can play anarchomancer. I'm reliant on this big score drawing cards. Okay, we find Crossover. Let's teamwork the Thornscape. Find Seething Song. Manamorphose. We'll make red, green. Another Desperate Ritual. So what I want to do is splice this Desperate Ritual and then pitch it. Pitch the original. Pitch. Let's play Ren's Resolve. Okay, Morphose. All right, we'll make green, red. Morphose again. Make red, red. Play Ren's Resolve. Now I have first day of class. I can grab the Waterbending. Let's Manamorphose. Go blue, red. We have another Crossover. Let's first day of class. Waterbending. Cast Thornscape. Cast Waterbending. Tapping my 2 creatures. Find a Seething Song. We'll cast Revelation, pitching the Crevice. Going up cards in hand. Revelation, pitching a Crevice. We have a Glimpse. Seething Song. Let's draw 4 cards with these 2 Reckless Impulses. More in exile. Big score away the Needle. I'm trying to put as many cards in hand as possible. I know that my one of my Seize the Storms is the bottom card of my library. So we are kind of digging hard. I'll pitch this Sandstone Needle. There's a Seize the Storm, so I can just Desperate Ritual, first day of class, grab the Quench just in case something crazy happens, play land. We're going to go green, Thornscape Familiar, Anarchomancer, play Anarchomancer, play another Anarchomancer, Seize the Storm, and a Seize the Storm. This Quench allows me to beat a potential Fire Blast, but they would have had to have been sandbagging really hard. We win the game. Let's see if we can take the post-board games. I am bringing in a double Weather the Storm. I'm going to check and see if they have played this list recently. Seems like most of the time the Rally Red players are playing some number of Relic of Progenitus. But I still think cutting one Seize the Storm and then one Desperate Ritual makes sense. This allows me to just slightly trim on my mana, Seize the Storm. As long as we find one of them, eventually we're good. And then Weather the Storm kind of becomes a stall tactic / win con. That was so tight. All right, anyway, we have to mulligan. This is a very good hand. Well, actually, is this a great hand? I will keep. I'll get rid of one Anarchomancer. And then we're looking to top deck a couple of draw spells. Then we can go like Morphose for green, Mancer, Thornscape, do something. Opponent played an Epicure turn 1. Tomb Raider, they're going to get in for 3. We find a Woodlot. That solves my green mana problem. But I'd rather have a draw spell. They bolt me down to 13. Plays a Synthesizer. They exile an Epicure. They're incentivized to cast it, but they also are trying to hold up mana to bolt my Anarchomancers. So they would have to take a risk if they were going to play the Epicure. They'll get in for 3. I will go to 10. We find first day of class. So now I can go play the Mountain. I'll play Goblin and Anarchomancer. Play a Thornscape Familiar. They bolt. I'll cast Manamorphose. We'll make red, green. Cast first day of class. And then I'm going to use the Metal Bending. Keep my creature alive. And then attack in for 3. Leaving back a 3/3. Planning to block the Tomb Raider. They bolt my 3/3. I'll get in for 3 again. I mean, maybe that wasn't the greatest, but we didn't have any other options. We didn't have any cards to draw. I'll pass the turn over. They discard a Synthesizer and draw a card. This hand was pretty poor. They reckless into Bolt Mountain. Kills the Thornscape. We could do stuff if we draw a draw spell, because I have mana. And we whiff. We'll go to game 3. I just didn't have any draw spells in my hand, basically. Try again. Let's see what we open. We have a Seize the Storm. It's interesting. We have first day of class. I think I'm keeping. Play the Needle. Mountain from the opponent. Clockwork. They get in for 1. Play Crevice. Pass. They play Epicure. They're getting in for 1. Okay, I found Weather the Storm. I'm going to play the Crevice out. They play Mountain. They get in for 2. Really looking to draw some draw spells. Plays Thermo Alchemist. I did not see that one coming. So is this the list that's using Hawkeye's Bow? We'll draw a card. We have another first day of class. We'll play Mountain. They discard a Clockwork. Plays Epicure. They get in for 2. I'll go to 12. I think my plan in this moment is to go first day of class into Abandon Attachments, discard the first day of class. They play a land. First day of class. Abandon Attachments. So I need to draw cards. We'll just discard the first day of class. Okay, I found a Goblin Anarchomancer. So how good is my hand here? I don't want to lose all my mana. So I can sacrifice. That's 6, 7 mana. Play an Anarchomancer. And then I have red, black, green available. I can attempt a crossover collaboration on the Anarchomancer. Then they bolt, and then I manamorphose. And then see what they do. Play an Anarchomancer. I'm going to attempt the crossover collaboration. Tapping the Anarchomancer. They ping me. They play Galvanic. I'll play Manamorphose. Red. Finding Glimpse. Well, first day of class. Try to Metal Bending. I mean, if this works, we're in an amazing spot, but it looks like it's not going to work. They're going to Lava Dart my creature. Lava Dart again. Arm is 8. They ping me again. I'm at 9. Ping me again. I go to 8. Crossover reveals land Anarchomancer. So I can actually go land, then cast the Glimpse, And then on end step, we're going to cast a glimpse, which is going to make some 1/1/1/2 tokens. We're going to go to end step. Glimpse is going to resolve. I get some 1/2s. And then I make mana and cast Weather Storm for 30 life. I'm at 38. They're going to ping me. I'm at 37. Chain Lightning taking out a spawn. Okay. Pings me again. Galvanic the other spawn. So Manamorphose would be good, so I could play the Anarchomancer, then Seize the Storm on the following turn, but I don't know if I mean, obviously that's a low possibility. We'll play Hickory Woodlot, pass. When it discards a mountain, we'll play Clockwork, any ritual, and I can play the Seize the Storm. They get in for 4. Play Crevice, pass the turn. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tomb Raider gets in for 6. I'll go to 20. Play Seize the Storm. Crevice. I have an 11/11. I mean, I could die here. I'll block the Tomb Raider. They don't attack with the Tomb Raider. They do attack with the Tomb Raider. Okay. I'm very confused. So they want that extra card. They're thinking about their attacks a lot. That's what it comes down to. I would love a ritual or a card draw spell, I guess. We have 8 mana, so I can go sacrifice my land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, a ritual would put me in striking distance. I'm at 18. We have a woodlot. So I think my best play is to go land, thornscape, slam Seize the Storm, attack for 11. They're going to get 2 cards. Thornscape, Seize the Storm. We'll attack for 11. Okay, they're going to get their 2 cards. They only have 3 mana though. They'll take 9 damage. What do they get? Chain Lightning, Lightning Bolt. So the Chain Lightning and the Lightning Bolt are 8 damage total. They can Lightning Bolt right now. Put me to 14. I'm at 14. They have a Lightning Bolt in hand. I go to 10. Next turn I go to 6. Put me to 9. Chain Lightning, I go to 6. Then I go to 5. We win the game. Let's go. 1-0. I will see you in round 2. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/Kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. Okay, round 2. We're on the play. We hit the mulligan and 1 lander. Okay, there's a lot going on here. So this looks like Sandstone Needle, Crevice, cast Ren's Resolve, and then I untap, play Anarchomancer, Seething Song, Ren's Rip. I can put back the Thornscape Familiar or the Revelation. I think I will put back the Thornscape. We'll play the Sandstone Needle out. Burn again. We'll play Crevice. So we want to catch them tapping out. I didn't play the Ren's Resolve there because I would like a little bit more resources. Given that I have the Anarchomancer, like the first day of class isn't great. Maybe I should have just planned on it. They get a Sneaky Snacker into play on turn 2. So I have Manamorphose. I can just go Anarchomancer, Seething Song, Manamorphose. Will I win? There's a chance that they Fire Blast my creature. I'll try Ren's Resolve. Like we're not dead here. Okay, that Manamorphose Woodlot was an amazing hit, I think. That allows me to go for my Anarchomancer and then start playing Manamorphoses. Hold up the first day of class. Let's see if opponent will hold up Double Bolt or just send it over. I imagine that the correct play for them is to just hold up multiple interactions, but they'd have to have multiple Lightning Bolt in hand. Okay, they're just going to hold up their bolts and stuff. Get in for 2. I'm priced into doing something because they could just like untap and kill me on turn 4. I'll already be at 14. They can end step the bolt that they have in hand, put me to 12, and then just go Gutter Snipe, Dart, Fire Blast, Dart. Okay, so our opponent has decided their best chance of winning is playing Gutter Snipe and assuming that I don't win, which is best case scenario for me right here. Best case scenario. So we're going to sacrifice our lands and try to go for it. We'll play Anarchomancer, play Manamorphose. We'll go red, red, Manamorphose, red, green. Let's big score. 1, 2, 3. Pitch the Woodlot. I have a Reckless. Double land is not good. Let's go Desperate Ritual. Play first day of class. Play Abandoned Attachments. Discard my land. Desperate Ritual. Revelation. We discard the land. Okay. Now I have Thornscape Familiar. Into Seething Song. First day of class. Waterbending is really all I have. 1, 2, 3. Tap, tap. We have a land, so I can use the treasure token to big score, seeing 2 more cards. Let's probably just play the land, big score the Ren's Resolve. Okay, we find Glimpse. Manamorphose was a good pickup. Red. We're going for it. Manamorphose. Red. Play Reckless. Play Ren's Resolve. Alright, we are fizzling, so I will go first day of class, and then I'm going to go ahead and kill their Gutter Snipe. Pop it. We get a 3-4. Doesn't really win me the game. Yikes. So we've used all of our first day of class. That means I have to be able to combo out, put a big creature on the table, and then not die. We definitely fizzled. They play Highway Robbery. Discards and returns a Sneaky Snacker. Plays a Mountain. Doesn't look too good for me. We didn't see any crossover collaborations, which could have been an Electric Revelation. We didn't have enough mana to flashback this Electric Revelation. We were in a bind. They get in for 2. I'm at 14. They bolt the 3-2. They pass the turn. Play Mountain. We'll cast the Seething Song. Revelation, discard Crevice. And then I can go Anarchomancer, sacrifice the Spawn, Seize the Storm, or just cast the Seize the Storm. I think I just cast the Seize the Storm and attack in for 5. They're going to put me to 10 with their 2 snackers. And then if they can deal an additional 10, they win. And if they can't, they lose. So we were 2 cards away from getting there, but we win the game. 1 big ol' token. Love it. Okay. Bring in the weathers. So versus Madness, we could cut a first day of class and a crossover and try to have as much mana as possible. Or we could cut both first day of classes and then know that we're not going to have any protection, which is not great. But then I have the better ability to just chain. I'm going to try that. I've never tried this before. Let's submit. Because the main thing that I want to do is chain as hard as possible and then play a big token or a big Weather Storm. And I just need the mana and the card draw, I think. All right, this one doesn't do it. This is close, but it doesn't do it. If we had another land, okay, we are losing on lands here. We'll get rid of thornscape. Actually, what do? I guess it's Desperate Ritual, big score. This one is looking very bad. If we find another land, we could maybe big score away the Seething Song. Okay, they lead on a Relic of Progenitus. That is not a damage spell, like Crevice. We are looking at like a turn 5. We play Mountain. They'll discard Faithless Looting. Okay. Discarding Fiery Temper, Sneaky Snacker. Powerful. I actually think I want to just keep this. I think I'm going to go with the other plan that we used in round 1. Okay, Woodlot is good. That allows me to go Anarchomancer, Thornscape, Seething Song, big score if they tap out. They pay 2 mana to grab the prize, discarding a relic, putting me to 15 and returning a Sneaky Snacker. So best case scenario, they don't have a land. They have a land. We find a Weather the Storm. Play Mountain. I will pass the turn. We're planning on using the big score to discard this Thornscape Familiar. They get in for 2. So this Weather Storm could have been a first day of class. First day of class would have been better here, I think, on that turn where we untapped. We could have gone... No, maybe not. Red, green. They play a 4th land. Plays out a Kessig Flame Breather. Something's got to happen on this turn, I think. We'll big score discarding the Familiar. They eat the Familiar with their Relic. We have nothing. Play the Sandstone Needle. That's a bummer. First day of class would have been much better here because I could have just, shoved through. I think people have been saying to bring in Weather the Storm. I just don't know if it's, good enough. They have a Lightning Bolt. Okay. I'm at 9. Play another Lightning Bolt. They crack the Relic. Okay. So they lose their Faithless Looting. They get in for 3. I'll go to 6. Can I draw a card draw spell? Or am I dead? They play a Gutter Snipe. Casting Faithless Looting. Okay. I go to 3. Discards Mountain Snacker. Plays a land. 1 card in hand. Casting Faithless Looting. I will play Weather Storm. If I can find a chain of draw spells, I have a very good chance of getting there. I need a top deck draw spell. They discarded Fire Blast and a Fiery Temper. We draw exactly a Woodlot. I'll play out this Goblin Anarchomancer, and I think I just pass. I played the Anarchomancer so I could block the Flame Breather. They cast the Faithless Looting. Sneaky Snacker will return. Discards Mountain and a Kessig. I'm at 9. I'm going to go to 5. Any bolt kills me. They have a Faithless Looting in the graveyard they can't use right now. Draw has been pretty poor. So everything, I lose to everything. I'm just going to block. Okay. We lose. Could not draw literally anything. There were no card draw spells at all. Huh. That was some variance, I think. Let's go ahead and cut the Seas. Bring back in the first day of classes. Cut a Desperate Ritual. Okay. Mulligan. Man. Okay. So we're keeping. We're getting rid of first day of class and Thornscape Familiar. Play land. Opponent starts with a mountain. Faithless Looting turn 1. So they're probably going to discard double snackers. So if I can crossover Collaboration into land ritual, I can try to get there. Discards Lava Dart Mountain. Play mountain. I'll pass the turn. They play out a Kessig. Let's try crossover. See if we can find lands. Opponent's really taking their sweet time here. We did find a ritual. So I can go mountain, anarchomancer, desperate ritual, Ren's Resolve, anarchomancer, desperate ritual, Ren's Resolve, play another anarchomancer, desperate ritual. We're going to discard the Seething Song. We'll glimpse. Okay, I guess I play the Weather Storm here. Boop. Pass. Bit of a fizzle. Ran out of mana, ran out of card draw. I'm at 44. So I have a couple of turns. They can Lava Dart one of my spawns if they want. Don't think I would block the Flame Breather at this point. So we had cut Desperate Ritual and we had cut a Seize the Storm. Seize the Storm would have been a little bit better with their Faithless Looting. They're looking to discard. Discards a Fiery Temper, so I will lose an Anarchomancer at minimum. 1 down. Plays a Mountain. Then they have a Lightning Bolt. They'll get in. I just want them to move faster. I'm 6 minutes ahead on clock because they're so slow. Ren's Resolve. I think I just play the Mountain and pass. Next turn, red, green. Cast the Anarchomancer using a spawn token. Cast the Anarchomancer, cast Glimpse using a spawn token. Or we could try using the Glimpse like without the spawn and then just like get more mana in play with the spawns. The Lava Dart kind of makes that play not great. When casting a Highway Robbery, they sacrificed a mountain, play another mountain, attack step. They get in for 1. My turn. We have a Sandstone Needle. Play the Anarchomancer. Should I just cast the Glimpse? I think I'm going to Glimpse off of 1 token. So I could hit a Reckless Impulse. I'm going to Lava Dart my Anarchomancer. Okay. And then they're going to flashback the Lava Dart. Okay. Manamorphose. We'll play that. We'll go red-green. Find a big score. I'll play this Crevice out and pass the turn. Next turn I can big score away the Sandstone Needle. We get a spawn. One has 2 mana in play. I hope they just keep sacrificing their land so they can never really get ahead. They get in for 1. I'm at 35. Plays a Highway Robbery. Hopefully they sacrifice a land again. Uses discard. Discarding a Kessig. No third land. We have a big score discarding the Sandstone Needle. 2 more mana in play. First day of class big score. I think I'm passing. So this next turn I can big score the Sandstone Needle. I don't have anything to do on their turn. Just let it happen. They play another Highway Robbery. Still has Lava Dart in the graveyard. Uses discard. We're trying to fade more sneaky snackers. Discarding a Lightning Bolt. Finds a land. 4 cards in hand over there. I'm at 33. So I guess a Weather the Storm again would be okay, but not great. I could first day of class just to cast Waterbending. I'm getting in for 1. First day of class. Waterbending. Tap the spawn. So maybe that's worth it. We have a Seething Song. Maybe the correct play is to big score the Seething Song away so I can make a land drop. How close am I to dead? Do I need to cast a Reckless Impulse here? I don't think so. I'll play a Sandstone Needle. Pass the turn. So I've got a lot of mana in play. That's why I discarded the Seething Song. Next turn, I just cast Reckless Impulse. They cast a Faithless Looting. Interesting that they didn't cast a 1 from the graveyard. We have 6 mana in play. So I can just go first day of class for Waterbending, cast Waterbending, draw 3, and then tap my 2 treasures. Or tap spawn, tap treasure. Opponent discards a Relic and a Faithless Looting. Will they have another Relic in their hand? Or in their... Yeah, they might have another Relic in their hand. I'd be surprised. They get in for 1. Go to 26. We find a Desperate Ritual. I'm going to cast the Reckless. Turn 8 over here. The grindy games are always versus mono red, huh? We have Crossover Collaboration. I'll cast it. Another Ren's Resolve. Cast Ren's Resolve. 4 mana in play right now. So I can go for something on the following turn. So I think I'm going to wait. We have a lot of things we can do this coming turn. But opponent might just like hold on to their mana. I don't know if I want to try and use the first day of class to protect the Thornscape. It feels like a waste of time. They get in. Plays the Gutter Snipe. I'm at 25. This is a go turn here for sure. Go red, green, play Thornscape Familiar. Then I will go ahead and go Seething Song, I think. Maybe I'll just cast a Desperate Ritual. Cast Desperate Ritual. I'm trying to make them use their interaction so that I can draw a bunch of cards in response. They didn't do it. Okay. Let's cast Manamorphose. Red, green. Manamorphose. Red, red. Manamorphose. Blue, red. Crossover. Tap the Thornscape Familiar. Okay. I will sacrifice. Play the Thornscape. Cast Seething Song. Opponent is looks to be dead. Will Revelation, discarding a Woodlot. Glimpse the Impossible. We found Weatherstorm too. Cast Reckless Impulse. And opponent concedes. We're 2-0 on to round 3. Hilariously, we were the second to last match to finish, playing Storm and winning the match 2-0. Or, well, I guess it was 2-1. That's crazy though. Okay, on to round 3. We're here in round 3. Round 3 versus Niederschatten. I will mulligan. I think I'm keeping. We'll get rid of Seize the Storm. This is not a great keep. Pass it over. Put it on Forest. That means probably land destruction. They play a Wild Growth. Go land. We'll Manamorphose. Make red-green. And play out the Anarchomancer. They Utopia Sprawl. Using red, play an Arbor Elf. We have so much mana with this Desperate Ritual, but let's Desperate Ritual. Just cast one of them. Couldn't splice it. Play Glimpse. I'll cast Reckless. Desperate Ritual. Crossover. Tapping the Anarchomancer. Finding a land. So I can waste the Ren's Resolve. I think I just Glimpse again. Maybe I just cast the Ren's Resolves to get more. If I hit mana though, I'd just off to the races. So let's try Glimpse. Did not hit mana. Losing multiple first day of class. Let's play Ren's Resolve. Oh, the Glimpse costs 2 mana there. Well, that's not great. The one thing I can do is let these resolve. Big score is going to resolve. So this one was second. So the big score will go to the graveyard first, I think. Let's just play the Thornscape while I have the opportunity. Actually, I'm going to play Ren's Resolve. All right, we get some tokens. Looks like it was the opposite of what I thought. I have a lot of mana in play. They play an Eldrazi Repurposer. Now they have 4 mana. They can blow up my land if they want. See, not having like the piles and stuff was problematic. Well, tap, cast Glimpse. Finding a big score. 1, 2, 3. Well, big score, discarding the Revelation, which gives me green. Now I can play Ren's Resolve. Okay. Go Desperate Ritual. Ren's Resolve. Manamorphose. We'll make red, green. We have Thornscape Familiar. We can play this Woodlot. And then I guess just plop a token on the table and pass. I have an 1919 token. Pretty big. On a Malevolent Rumbles. Finding Forest, Wild Growth, Forest. Not a great rumble for them. Yikes. And then they blow up my green land, which makes sense. Plays an Arbor Elf. What can I do? Sacrifice spawn. Well, actually, I don't have to sacrifice that yet. I will Electric Revelation, discarding this Woodlot. Finding a mountain. Let's Revelation, discarding another Woodlot. We have a Seething Song. Let's Seething Song. Revelation. Discard Familiar. They just concede. My token was too ginormous. Yeah, we don't sideboard in these matchups. We just run it back. All right, our hand is okay. Turn 2 land destruction would be a big problem. We have 2 lands. They play out an Arbor Elf. We'll play out a tap land. They sprawl, so no turn 2 land destruction. Gets in for 1. We have a Manamorphose. I'll play Crevice. Pass the turn. They're gonna blow up one of my lands. They make 4 mana. They play Writhing Chrysalis, so no land destruction. Do I just try to go for it? I'm going to see what happens. I'll blow up my own lands. Thank you very much. Red, green, red. Oops. Green. We'll land manamorphose. Make red, red. Thornscape familiar. We'll cross over. Tap the creature. That didn't work. Play reckless impulse. All right. Pass. Rough. We can... I don't even know what we'll do with this first day of class. It doesn't do anything. They can blow up my land. Breath weapon would be bad here. Make 5, 6 mana. 7 mana. Suplex. Kills my creature. Plays Avenging Hunter. And gets in for 4. I can cross over tapping the Thornscape Familiar, or I can just cast Reckless Impulse. I'm just going to cast Reckless Impulse. We're going to go to the next game. Didn't really draw any mana. What was coming up? Basically nothing. That was hard. Resubmit. Shouldn't have killed myself there. If I had just taken it easy and cast some draw spells, it would have gotten a lot better. Felt like there was an opening. Okay. We'll have to mulligan. Oh no. Oh no. So I punted, and now we're going to die. Guess I'm keeping. Get rid of first day of class. Seething Song. Land go. They start on a wild growth. We have to pass. We're going to die to land destruction. So sad. Maybe I should have sideboarded in the land. Now they have 3 mana. Playing a Malevolent Rumble. Revealing Boarding Party, Elf, Forest, Acid Moss. Acid Moss is going to go to the graveyard. Plays a land. Plays an Arbor Elf. We'll play a land. Here comes a Boarding Party. 7 mana. They play an Annoyed Allosaur, finding an Avenging Hunter. How do I win from here? Yikes. So next turn, they put the Boarding Party into their graveyard, huh? I'll try Ren's Resolve. I mean, there's a chance. We have an anarchomancer. I'll pass. I mean, I would have to draw an untapped land and not get my stuff blown up. I mulligan to 5. Opponent puts 2 counters on the Avenging Hunter, so they're attacking for 13, 14 damage. Plays a Boarding Party. That is lethal. And they have a Thermokarst. GG. We'll see you in round 4. Round 4, we're on the play. This hand is pretty fine, I think. We'll keep. I mean, it's just setup cards. Let's see what my opponent's doing. Blue cards. Okay, we'll play Crevice, pass the turn. I do have a Seize the Storm, so if they're mono blue, you can just plop it on the table, but then it's an issue if they have something like... Alright, we find another land. That's good. I play the land. Blue-black. I wonder if it's fairies. It's probably fairies. We find a Thornscape. Let's go Reckless Impulse. Okay, I'll try another Reckless Impulse. Just resolves. We play an island. This is not great for me. I'll just play the Manamorphose. We'll go red-green, but they might just counter it. Red-green. I will attempt the Anarchomancer. Counterspell from the opponent. We're in a bad spot now. Let's see if this Desperate Ritual will resolve. Dispel. Okay. I mean, I was going to have to discard the hand size. I really need another land. We missed on lands there. It's like an Augur of Bolus. So they are playing Dimir Fairies. I guess maybe I should have gone for Desperate Ritual first. Let's try Manamorphose. We'll play red-green. And then we found another one. Manamorphose again. Trying to draw into lands. Red-green. Play the Familiar out. Familiar is likely to just die. Bam. Dies to an Agony Warp. Here, the main problem I have is that I haven't drawn lands. Second Augur of Bolus finds a Lorien Revealed. Recycle the Lorien Revealed for a land. Island in play. Gets in for 1. We find a land. Finalmente. Okay. We do have double Seize the Storm. Triple Augur of Bolus. Reveals that Snuff Out. That's going to be a problem. Gets in for 2. Plays their first fairy of the game. Okay. We find a land. So we want to be able to block the ninjas. Just plopping down the Seize the Storm isn't great. I'll play a mountain, and then on their turn, I'm going to play this crossover collaboration. They do have 4 power. So I only have 4 turns to do anything. We're at 13. They haven't played a ninja. Play my crossover collaboration. They have Spell Stutter Sprites, which can just deal with my Anarchomancers and Familiars, which is a bummer. Find land first day of class. Play a land. Guess I'm attempting a Thornscape Familiar. Then they're going to... Maybe they just lean on the Snuff Out. I'm going to cast the first day of class. They go Snuff Out. I'm going to cross over with Teamwork. They use Counterspell. Okay. Creature is dead. I'm going to get Firebending Lesson, I think. That lets me kill their ninja. They have 3 cards in hand. If I kill the Fairy Seer, like when they go to attacks, then it's much slower clock. So let's attempt to kill the Fairy Seer, make them use their mana. Before the block phase, we go to blocks. We go to 10. They use the snuff out that we knew about. We're going to play an anarchomancer. Attempt to glimpse the impossible. They counterspell. Going to attempt a seething song. And then play my Seize the Storm. I have a 14 power creature in play. Next turn I can follow it up with another 14 power creature. They play Thorn of the Black Rose. Draws a card. Well, let's see. I can attack with the 14 power creature. They block with the Thorn. Okay, we're going to attack in. We'll lose our creature. We'll play another one. And then the next turn we're threatening another one. They'll take a lot of damage. They'll take 11. They go to 5. I'm the Monarch. Look at me, I'm the Monarch. I'll play another one. Turn 11. Okay, draw a card. Drawing a Desperate Ritual. They play a land. Desperation, Lorien revealed, so we're hoping they don't hit a snuff out. They concede the game. Yes. Taking down Dimir Fairies in game 1. Amazing. So, we have 6 blasts and a Gruul turf. We're cutting on the big scores and the Desperate Rituals. I'm at 60. And then I'm going to bring in an abandoned attachment and trim a first aid class. The main goal is to make land drops and pyroblast their fairies. Well, this hand is not keepable. Okay, we've got a solid hand here. The Anarchomancer is probably the worst card in my hand. We'll put that on the bottom. We're going to lead on the Geothermal Crevice in case I can draw into a Pyroblast. Opponent has kept 7. They play a Fairy Seer out. That means they probably are going to have a quick Ninja. So I do have the untapped mountain if I can find Pyroblast. No Pyroblast. We'll play the Crevice. That's sad. They cycle Lorien, grabbing in the Aquifer. Okay, so they want to be able to Pyro all my Ren's Resolves. Play the Hickory Woodlot out. That gives me 3 mana. I can play the Thornscape Familiar potentially. I can in for 1. They've got the Ninja the Deep Hours. So I'm going to go Familiar, cast Ren's Resolve. Or I can just cast Glimpse the Impossible and add blockers. Looks like we found a Pyroblast anyway. So we're going to go Familiar. Cast this Ren's Resolve for 1 mana. They snuff out. Kapow! Boom! It's dead. Saw that coming. Then we will use Pyroblast from Exile. Blast the Ninja. Kaboom! Opponent plays a Fairy Seer. I don't have many cards I want to discard as abandoned attachments. Okay, Seething Song, huh? I could discard the Seething Song. So let's cast the abandoned attachments. Discard Seething Song. Another Pyroblast. Okay. Yes. What are they going to do? Go for Brainstorm. Plays an island. Gets in for 1. Okay, I'm at 16. Another Fairy Seer. This turn we'll play the Ren's Resolve with Pyroblast backup. They have 4 cards in hand. I'll draw. Finding a Seize the Storm. Cast the Ren's Resolve. They didn't do anything. Okay, I'll play out the Sandstone Needle. Next turn we're going to go Seething Song into play the Seize the Storm. Potentially I can just play the Crossover Collaboration. They're getting in for 2. They don't have a Ninja. They play an Augur of Bolas. I'm going to attempt to Pyroblast. Basically trying to tap them out. Also, I don't want them to resolve their 2-for-1s. They just take it. Okay, we'll cast a Seething Song. I don't know. I don't have to cast a Seize the Storm, so I guess I just cast the Crossover. Another Seething Song. And a Pyroblast. Let's play another Ren's Resolve. Finding a Gruul Turf. So I think I play... Turf is going to pick up the Sandstone Needle. Next turn I play the Mountain. Alright, Turf. Pick up... I could pick up the Mountain and then go harder on playing the Seize the Storm, but I don't think I need to. Alright. We've got Pyroblast and Pyroblast. 5 lands for the opponent. They're going to get in with their Fairy Seers. I'll go to 12. Their clock is not super fast, so that's why I'm just like taking it constantly. We have another Pyroblast. Land. Seething Song. Cast Seize the Storm. And then I will attempt to kill a creature. Bonk. Because I have to use it this turn anyway. Okay, I have a 12/12. And I can just slap down another one by flashing it back. Hard cast Snuff Out. Okay. Maybe I should use that opportunity to kill a Fairy Seer. Lane Augur. I will blast it. Bonk. I get in for 1. Okay, I'm at 11. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Seize the Storm. Okay. We got a 13/13. I mean, they could have another removal spell. We're just grinding. They do have a removal spell. Gets in for 1. I have one more Seize the Storm in my deck. They pass the turn. Let's Reckless Impulse. Find Manamorphose first day of class. So one thing I can do is Glimpse the Impossible. I'm going to try this Seething Song that I'm going to glimpse. I use a counterspell. Let's Pyroblast. So I can first day of class and then shoot their fairy. They Hydroblast in response. Let's Manamorphose. Red, green. Okay. Have I made a land drop? I did not. I'm actually going to sacrifice this land and cast another glimpse. Okay. Land. Play goblin anarchomancer. Let's manamorphose. We'll make red red. We have a snuff out. Red red. We have another anarchomancer. This is until the end of the next turn. Okay, I guess I'm passing. I get in for 1. We're gonna go first day of class. Grab the firebending. Cast the anarchomancer. We have a blast. Dang. Alright, we're out of action. Opponent's out of action. Who's gonna top deck better? I will play Thornscape Familiar. Play Reckless Impulse. Okay, Glimpse. I'll go first day of class. This gives me 2 creatures. And I'll just pick up the metal bending and attack, or pass. And I'll have 4 power on the table. This storm deck is grindy. Okay, I pass it over. I'll cast another Glimpse the Impossible. They have a blue blast. I will attack for 4. Now I have the clock. Plays a Relic of Paupergenesis. They're going to cycle that. Lose the graveyard. 2 cards in hand for the opponent. They play a land. If I were them, I would not have played the land because it makes me scared. I'll play land though. I probably shouldn't have played my land either. I'll get in for 4. We have protection from a single removal spell. They cast a Lorien Revealed. So they have to have Snuff Out plus Counterspell. They can't cast Snuff Out because they die. They have to have Cast Down. If Seize the Storm. I'm just going to attack. Come on, turn 14. Okay, Spellsetter Sprite. They want to live. I can't blame them. Locks the Thornscape. I'll power up the Thornscape. They take 2 damage. I'll cast Seize the Storm. And play Ginger. Play Crevice. Pass. I have a lot of threats. They cast a Brainstorm. They're 2 life. Crazy. Amazing. Okay, Brainstorm plays Island, 2 cards in hand. Casting a Thorn of the Black Rose. They draw off the Monarchy. We'll make 6 mana and cast a Seize the Storm. Now that is turned off. Okay, I'll F6 and bash in. I assume they're going to block. They block a 1/2, so they don't lose their creature if they can deal with 2 other creatures. They could have Hydroblast plus Cast Down. They have a Cast Down. They have a Hydroblast. Okay, we're the Monarch. They're at 1. I draw a Electric Revelation. I think I'm going to block. Block? They concede. Yes. Yes. Let's go. They didn't have a removal spell for my 1/2 spawn. I will see you in round 5. Okay, what round is it? 5? Round 5. We just paired into our worst possible matchup. The expert of Mono Blue Terror. Bummer. Okay, we'll get rid of... Did we get rid of the 3rd Anarchomancer or the first day of class? I think the third Anarchomancer. When it starts on Island. We'll start on Woodlot. They mental note away double cantrip. Our best draws are lands at the moment. We'll play Geothermal Crevice. When Thought Scours, milling a bunch of cantrips, so they can now play double terror if they want. There's 1 terror and a 2nd terror. I mean, do I think they have Force Spike? We're going to go Goblin Anarchomancer and try a Manamorphose. They dispel the Manamorphose. Mental note, milling Island Serpent. Gets in for 10. Okay. So if the Desperate Ritual I have resolves, maybe we have a chance. I will attempt a Desperate Ritual. Nope. So my opponent was really good and very skilled. They managed to have Terror, Terror, Terror on turn 4. Yep. Got me. Terror, Terror, Terror. Dispel. Counterspell. Easy peasy. Okay, we're going to get rid of big scores and Desperate Rituals and bring in all the Pyros and the Red Blasts and the Abandoned Attachments and our Gruul Turf. Putting first day of class. This brings me back because A while ago, when Swift Spear was legal, I kept posting screenshots of triple Swift Spear starts or double Swift Spear starts. And one of the members of the format panel said, "Sounds like you got the bad side of variance." And it sounds like we got the bad side of variance there. That is for sure. We're going to keep this one and get rid of the thornscape. We can lead on Needle and send it over. We have crossover collaboration as a spell. I don't know if my opponent's playing Delver. It looks like, yes, they are playing Delver. I guess I just killed the Delver right now. That's a pretty fast clock. They play an island out. I can't afford to do anything here. We play a crevice. That's not terrible. On my end step, if they tap out, I will play the crossover. They thought scour themselves, milling a serpent and counterspell. In mental note, milling Lore Revealed mental note. I'll cast crossover. Find Thornscape first aid class. I mean, those are bad to be revealed here. I don't want to crack my land for the Thornscape. I'm just going to cast the first aid class. If it resolves, I will discard the Goblin and Anarchomancer. I know my opponent brings in... All right, they have counterspelled it. That is fine. They bring in Gutshot to kill the Thornscapes. Here comes the snakes. It was a ponder. No snakes yet. Crazy. So we're both playing this weird control game where we want to like try to make sure our opponent isn't winning. I find a land. I find a Pyroblast. On their end step, I'll cast a mana attachments, discarding the Anarchomancer. They ponder. They don't shuffle. They play an island. We'll cast a mana attachments. Right now, the Sandstone Needle is not helping me whatsoever. If I crack it, it just dies. They dispel. All right, they have 4 cards in hand. I assume they're all interactive cards. We'll play the crevice out. They mill themselves, mental note island. Imagine if they like went down on snakes post board. Brainstorm. That's pretty solid for them because it allows them to go up on relevant cards. They've been making a lot of land drops though. Maybe they just go snake, 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 snake. If they went multi-snake, leaving open just one piece of interaction like just island, I think I would crack all my things and go for Thornscape and Anarchomancer Glimpse. Or Anarchomancer Thornscape Glimpse. And then I could have a single Pyroblast available. But I will lose a lot of my mana. Delver. Sending it over. I guess I'm going to Pyroblast the Delver. They dispel. My turn. Interesting. I have another Pyroblast. What are they going to do? The Delver is going to reveal. Counterspell. But let's just kill the Delver. And they probably have an answer. Blue Blast. 3 cards in hand. One of them is Counterspell. Alright, I'll play the Woodlot and pass. We'll go Goblin Anarchomancer into Thornscape Familiar. They'll counter one or both of them. Anarchomancer? Question mark? Thornscape? Question mark? Okay, I guess I just cycle a manamorphose then. Red, red. Okay. I will attempt to cast to Seize the Storm. They kind of have to counterspell it. Yep. I'll send it over. Our opponent is going to attack for an additional 3. They thought scour themselves. Mental Note Terror go to the graveyard. They brainstorm. They have 21 cards in their graveyard. 4 cards in hand. All of them awesome. Gets in for 3. We're at 11. Plays a land. 3 cards in hand. So not all the cards in their hand were awesome. Maybe it's double counterspell here. We draw a Pyroblast. Let's cast Glimpse the Impossible. They counterspell. I will attempt to counterspell. But they Hydroblast. Alright. Sacrifice my lands. They Seize the Storm. Attacking for 4. I have a 10-10 and 2-4. I have 14 power on the table. All they have to do is find a Hydroblast, though. Or Demon Fear. There's so many things, so many ways it could go wrong. They have a 3-turn clock. I have a 4-turn clock. Unless I get a hit in with the elemental token. They're highly considering this ponder. I mean, I think it's showing that we're putting up a solid fight here. They play double snake. Get in. So my best draw is card draw or Pyroblast. I find a mountain. Okay. I'll attack for 10, I guess. Kill both the snakes. But if I have an instant, they're toast. What is their plan? They block with both the snakes. Okay. What do they put on top? Get in for 3. I'm at 5. I'll attempt to glimpse. Of course. Envelop. I'll attack for 4. They get in for 3. Can I find a Pyroblast or a card draw spell? GG. Alright. I felt like we were closer than other times that I played the matchup, and I failed pretty badly. And that's okay. They are probably the best pilot of Mono Blue Terror that exists on Magic Online. I don't know. You could make a statement saying maybe Discover End is close, but they are definitely the leader of the deck. So we were close. We got varianced out in game 1, I suppose. And then here, it sort of was variance because we hit like bunches of lands, but they were able to use their cantrips to set up the threats. I don't think there was a way for me to get any better of a game than we did with what we had. So I'm happy about that. And let's see if we can 4-2. Okay, round 6. We are versus Abby J. Halves, who always plays Dimir Control. And my webcam has exploded, apparently. So, oh, not Dimir. Okay, okay. I see you. What's happening? I'm so confused. This means maybe it's Bogles. Basic Forest tends to be good, but Basic Forest on the other side with 0 cost reducers on my side is scary. Maybe it's Ponza. Little disappointed in, yeah, it's Ponza. Okay. Land has to turn. Blows up a land. Okay. That happens. I'll play a land. I'll pass it over. So this is my Ponza rebuttal. We lost to Ponza previously. Ponza. Not a fan. My computer's just freaking out, so that's why there's no video. They untap, they've got 4 mana. Kills another land. They do gain a life, that's not great. What's my plan? Pretty disappointing to face the land destruction deck, but it's okay. We drew another land. I'm going to yield through this turn and see what they do. They play a Malevolent Rumble, revealing Acid Moss, which goes to the graveyard, double Sprawl, and a Generous Ent. They choose the Ent. There's no destruction. Malevolent Rumble reveals Thermokarst, Arbor Elf, Altasaur, Wild Growth. So I suppose they take the Altasaur now. Okay, they take the Altasaur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This means I probably just cast the Crossover. This is the most expensive spell in my hand. We find a Thornscape. Okay, if my land lives, we can maybe win. This is going to come down to this Cascade here. Everybody cross your fingers. Reveals Structural Distortion. No! Dang it. What? It goes after my land, a red land. So that gives me an opening. We're going to go Seething Song, Big Score. Wait, is that enough? I have 5 mana. This is -2 mana, which would be 3 mana. So I think I have to Seething Song again. Seething Song again. Big Score. Pitch the first day of class. Okay. Thornscape Familiar. Manamorphose. Go red. Finding Anarchomancer. Anarchomancer. Crossover. Draw. Finding Glimpse the Impossible. Well, I think I have to big score pitching the Needle and try to find more mana. We didn't find more mana. We're going to Glimpse the Impossible. We find Desperate Ritual. We can Manamorphose. Go red. And now I can first day of class and then attack. Or I can Ren's Resolve, trying to find mana, and if it fails, we just lay out the Seize the Storm. Ren's Resolve. Alright, I'll play land. I'll play a big creature. I have a 13/13. Our opponent plays a Writhing Chrysalis, making 6, maybe even 7 mana. 7 mana here. Another Altasaur cascading into a Wild Growth. Weird turn of events. They can't attack. Okay, we will Manamorphose. We'll make red. Cast first day of class. We will discard the Reckless Impulse. Cast the Thornscape Familiar. Okay. So now my Seize the Storm in hand costs 2 mana. I'll cast Reckless Impulse. And then I'll cast Seize the Storm from hand. I'll attack for 36. 37. How do you feel about 37 damage to the face? Opponent is a little sad about it. They can see the game. Okay, we have to win one of the post-board games. We don't really have anything to side in. We could bring in the Gruul Turf, I guess. That's like a pretty bad land. Is it better to have the Gruul Turf just as an option? I guess I bring in the Gruul Turf and cut 1 first day of class and submit. I'm sort of wondering why people are playing Ponza. Is it because of gates? Maybe. Okay, we've opened a bunch of lands, so we'll keep. What do I lead on? Probably Woodlot, Needle, Crevice, Mountain. A Wild Growth on turn 1. We have Collaboration. We'll just play the Woodlot out. We do have Seize the Storm. I have the option to glimpse and just put some tokens on the table. Okay, our opponent plays a Utopia Sprawl on turn 2. Naming red, plays a Relic of Progenitus. I'll play my Needle, pass the turn. If they don't blow up a land this turn, there's a possibility that it makes sense to go Ren's Resolve, draw 4 cards, play the Geothermal Crevice, untap with basically a 10-card hand or something like that. Okay, our opponent said that they were lagging, I guess. But I assume they're going to blow up a land. They went Rumble. Double Thermokarst to the graveyard. They take Arbor Elf. That gives them a lot of mana on the next turn. We're going to Ren's Resolve. I need to hit mana and reducers. Okay, we hit a Hickory Woodlot. And then I can play another Ren's Resolve. They relic away my Ren's Resolve. We find a Thornscape Familiar, Revelation, Glimpse. So, if they have only one land destruction spell, they can blow up Needle. And then I do like Thornscape crossover into Glimpse. They make 4 mana. They play a Writhing Chrysalis. Okay. We're praying that we don't get blown up, our land's blown up here. They make an additional 4 mana. I have Acid Moss on my green source. Okay. So they want me to blow up all my lands. That's fair. I can understand. All right. Begin turn. We definitely play the Mountain. Definitely play the Thornscape Familiar. We're going to go Ren's Resolve. Maybe red-green. We could go red-red. And then could also just try the Glimpse and see where it gets us. I'm going to go Manamorphose. Make red-green. I'll attempt the crossover. We will make a treasure token and exile 2 more cards. Finding a Desperate Ritual. Let's try Reckless Impulse. Another Desperate Ritual. And we have the Anarchomancer. So I can Desperate Ritual. I can Anarchomancer. Then I can Ritual some more. But our opponent is stuck having to press OK to everything. And if they're lagging really hard, that's going to be a miserable experience for them and me. Okay, we'll make green. Play an Anarchomancer. Glimpse again. Okay, I found crossover. I think I still Desperate here. And then I'll cast the crossover with Teamwork. 2 more cards. Mana is very, very tight at the moment. It feels like there's a high % chance that we can get there. Another crossover. We have 3 mana available. I'm going to attempt this Glimpse. Seething Song was huge for me. I want to keep this treasure token on the battlefield, so I will Manamorphose. Make red-green. I'll Thornscape Familiar. Then Teamwork. 2 more cards. Another treasure token. Okay, now we have a big score to go up on mana. Pitch the Crevice. We're looking for first day of class. We find a Seething Song. Let's Glimpse the Impossible. Okay, more Desperate Rituals, more mana. I'll cast Seething Song. I'm going to Revelation, pitching a land. Then pitch another land. Well, we kind of ran out of stuff to do. We'll Manamorphose for green. And then we just have multiple Seize the Storms. So I can go Anarchomancer, I guess I play an Anarchomancer, then an Anarchomancer. I can Seething Song, play another Anarchomancer. This is until the end of this turn, so I'll cast this Desperate Ritual. At least one of these Seize the Storm tokens probably won't stick around because of the Relic. Right now we have how many cards in exile? 1. One card that's helpful anyway. Cast an Anarchomancer. Cast an Anarchomancer. Cast an Anarchomancer. Cast Seize the Storm. No first day of class. We fizzled with 19 cards left. Cast Seize the Storm. We'll cast Seize the Storm. This plays around them relicking it, so we'll have all 4 tokens. Then we'll cast Seize the Storm. We have 4 20/20s. They will be 3 3s at the end of this turn when they relic, but I can make them 4 4s with the Seething Song. We still have mountains in exile we can play. They play a mountain. They tap and untap. A breath weapon would be really problematic at the moment. Plays an Altasaur. Finding Utopia Sprawl. Declines to attack. I have a lot of red mana right now if I find a card draw spell. We did not find a card draw spell, so I'll play the mountain. If I attack with 1 elemental, it forces them to crack, I think. Then I lose that elemental, and then I have a bunch of tokens. I think I should attack. Yep, they crack the relic. And then they eat my token, my creature. Yep, plays a forest. Boarding party, finding Avenging Hunter. That's not great. Certainly not great. We can make these 4-power creatures and double block an Annoyed Allosaur. I don't know how I feel about that. They go into the Undercity. Finding a forest. They tap and untap. Right now I'm F6'd. I don't know if that's a good idea. They blow up a land. Puts another land in play. They're passing the turn. We find a Desperate Ritual. So I can make these 5/5s. I'll play a Sandstone Needle, pass the turn. I think my best draw would be First Day of Class, because I can First Day of Class and then cast Waterbending. They're going to scry 2. Top bottom for them. Another Allosaur. Finding a Utopia Sprawl. This is so brutal. We have 17 cards in our deck. Playing off the top with Storm is not great though. Blows them out another land. Next turn they can go to creature. They're passing. We find a Thornscape Familiar. That does not help me. I'll pass the turn. Opponent is going to go to creature. One of the tokens. Alright. Can I please draw card draw? So I know I have 18 card draw on the deck. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 7 card draw spells left on the deck. Wow, they have a breath weapon. Okay. Everything was just hiding on me. I actually think I should side in the abandoned attachments. The Gruul Turf was not that great. Feels like I need more card draw in the deck. Alright, can we do it? What a bummer. I guess the multiple First Day of Class. The First Day of Class is the abandoned attachments, right? So I'm just going to go back to the original configuration. I never saw the Gruul Turf though. Here we go. Final game. We have to mulligan. Alright, this is keepable. Maybe we get rid of... I'm thinking about getting rid of Crossover. Actually, maybe I just get rid of Seething Song. That doesn't make any sense. I'll get rid of the Crossover. Play Woodlot. My idea is that if they blow up my land, I can Seething Song big score, and then I have more mana in play. Leads on a Relic. Play a land. Next turn I can big score the Desperate Ritual. I'm still not sure if Crossover Collaboration is the right thing to be doing or not. Opponent plays a Malevolent Rumble. Double Arbor Elf Mountain Forest. Uses the mountain. That way they can Structural Distortion something. This is an interesting situation. We can Thornscape into a Reckless Impulse. Then they have to worry about killing my Thornscape. They could have a Breath Weapon, but I think it's probably worth getting the Reckless Impulse going. Reckless. Play land. Play another Ren's Resolve. I have Desperate Ritual Splice. When it gets rid of a Ren's Resolve. Find land, Ren's Resolve. Blows up a land. How all in do I want to be? How many cards can I draw? I think I just play the Desperate Ritual from exile. And then cast Reckless Impulse. You find in Goblin and Anarchomancer. I guess I'm casting an Anarchomancer. I guess I'm trying things. Seething Song. I will Revelation pitch the Desperate Ritual. The nice thing is they have the Relic in play, so there is a chance that they time out. Well, Electric Revelation. You find a Thornscape. Discard the Anarchomancer. Discard the Sandstone Needle. We fizzled again. Ran out of card draw. Well, Teamwork. Draw 2. First Day of Class would be amazing. We find Electric Revelation. So I will pitch my mountain. We find First Day of Class. Seething Song. Cast First Day of Class. Feel like they're going to try to get rid of this Electric Revelation. They don't. We'll get the Waterbending. We'll manamorphose. We'll go blue, red. Cast the Waterbending. I only have 3 mana now. I found more mana. Tap my creatures. Seething Song. Will they ever crack the Relic? Will they ever crack it? I'll glimpse. Okay. Let's manamorphose. Make red-green. Finding a needle. I can pitch that to the Revelation. I can play Goblin and Anarchomancer, which becomes bigger. We'll collaborate. Tap the Anarchomancer. Play Mountain. Now I can First Day of Class kill the Relic. First Day of Class. The Origin of Metal Bending. Pop that Relic. Our opponent cracks it. Yep, that happens. I'm going to try this Glimpse because it will give me a bunch of tokens. We've cast 2 First Day of Classes. Wow. Wow, we just get there. Desperate Ritual. Thornscape. Seize the Storm. Seize the Storm. And I think that's it. We will finish 4-2. Slapping in. Let's go. They go to -1 on turn 4 through a bunch of random nonsense. And it was pretty tight whether or not we were fizzling. Now we just have to hope that our breakers are good. Coming into this, I was at 64%. There's only 1 match remaining. Let's find out. Well, folks, we have come in 9th place. Brutal. There were just too many 5-1s. Thank you once again for watching the video, for checking out Pauper Storm. Let me know in the comments whether or not you think that playing crossover collaboration is the right thing to be doing, or should I go back to my more stock list that I always felt was pretty solid. You let me know, and I will see you in the next video.